Doc Rivers told me this morning that the discount that James Harden gave the Sixers allowed them to get P.J. Tucker and Daniel House, with also getting DeAnthony Melton. They got tougher, they got more serious, and they got some bench depth.
A big what's up to everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of the second week of September officially, which only means one thing. Philadelphia 76ers basketball is right around the corner, and I, for one, am hype as hell, and I know you are as well, because I mean, why else would you be clicking this video? An off-season of additions will prove to either be genius and take us over the second round hump, or mid, which I don't even want to think about, to be honest. In this video, we will take a look at the latest addition to the squad. I will give my thoughts as always and try to wrap up the offseason as a whole. Sub it, brother, up for more unique Sixers content, because you know what we do here. I have a goal of hitting 2,000 subscribers by opening night against the bum Boston Celtics. So hit that subscribe button if you are feeling so kind today. It is a very lofty goal, but if you ask, you shall receive. I think so. Bulls got hella content on the way between now and October 18th. So without further ado, let's get to the video. So late last week, in a move that seemed to happen out of nowhere, it was reported that the squad had signed center Montrezl Harrell for 2 years, $5.2 million. That deal has a player option after this season, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. When I first heard the actual news, I was shocked not only that we got him, but that we got him so cheaply. I was not privy on his offseason theatrics, which got him into this whole mess of being obtainable for cheap up until doing research for this video. But it definitely makes sense how someone of his stature name in the league could be available for that much, or rather, that little. Look at God. The Sixers are continuing to be a franchise that guys around the league-known guys, want to come to and play for. Looking at the stats, the journeyman small ball 5 played on 2 teams last year, where he averaged 13 points, 6 boards, and about 15 minutes per game, shooting 64.5% from the field, in addition to a 68% true shooting percentage. That's some good quality basketball right there. So what does he bring to the table? Intensity for a team that desperately needs it, as we all know. Rebounding and a pick and roll putback guard that will undoubtedly hype up the Philly faithful at the Wells Fargo Center with either a dunk or a kerfuffle. First and foremost, you have to love the bully ball that this ball brings to the game. You already know how I feel about past 76ers teams being first team all kitty cat. So being on the other side of that as a fan, finally for once, will be very amazing to see. With that being said, he is not a good defender, so keep that in mind. He did have his best blocking seasons under Glenn Rivers while in Los Angeles, where he also won his 6th Man of the Year award. So take with that what you will. His free throws have gotten better over recent seasons, but in all honesty, I wouldn't count on it. And let's not even get started on his 3-point shot. So my overall thoughts on the signing, I would give it about a B+, a B+. Just off of value alone, you get a well-known small ball 5 in his prime for only $5.2 million. You won that joint hands down, positively, absolutely. But I have to be real with y'all, as you know, that's my thing on this channel. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. This is a strictly regular season move, in my opinion, and will have little to no impact with the playoffs. Mans will be cooked down low during big games. If you do not believe me, you can take a look at Montrezl's average plus or minus in the actual playoffs, and you will peep every single year he always averages a negative, meaning that his time in the game makes the squad worse. And that's all you really need to know. Now, this may not be that much of an issue on this team, I guess, just because Embiid will be playing most of those minutes, but I'm scared to death that Montrezl lineups, unless hitting on all cylinders, will give up major leads, and we all know that we have PTSD from that. We should be able to throw out lineups when Embiid is sitting down that can actually garner more points, and I'm not sure the end of playoffs. The regular season, it should be fine because no one really has a traditional big man down low. Sure, he's a good, mid-range player. Montrezl definitely does his thing there. but the amount of, points he gives up on the opposite end when he doesn't really have the ball in his hand to begin with, the usage rate is low, does not, excuse having him out there. Montrez is the type of player that the Sixers always get, a big who cannot space the floor, so I'm not really jumping for joy on this signing. I would, bring in the whole Paul Reed aspect or Charles Bassey aspect as well, but necessarily when you really think about it, you really just can't get mad because, once again, Harrell was available for only $5.2 million based off of his offseason action. So when it's there and he has the actual connection with James Harden playing with him, having his best years under Glenn Doc Rivers, as well as being drafted by Daryl Morey, it all made sense to come to Philadelphia. Our same Achilles heel is still present with Montrez on this team. Once again, he still cannot space the floor, and in the playoffs, that is going to be an issue. We definitely need athletic wings who can knock down a damn open three, bro. Like, what is Harrell going to do in clutch situations? Not a darn thing. And that's just me keeping it real, fam. Unless Glenn and company are going to give Isaiah Joe minutes this season, which they should, then there needs to be a trade to give us one of those wings out in the market. I would package up Furkan, Shake Springer, and some picks, etc. to get a 3-and-D bull back. Sort of like a Danny role, but like obviously younger. But nah, fam, like this is the same team essentially with a few upgrades, which you really can't get mad at. But make no mistake, Daryl Morey, Elson Brand, and them boys did what they had to do, did what they were supposed to do this offseason, upgrading the squad with talent and toughness. But what the hell does that even mean if boys cannot score the ball and create long scoring droughts as a result? That is our main issue, and we're going to have another season with this exploitable trait in our offense. And that's really my actual main, takeaway from the offseason. Looking from the outside in, we definitely did get better. This is the most deep or the deepest Sixer squad in a while, and probably like decades, which will bolster two styles of play, a true run and gun joint with Harden as the point guard with his former Rocket teammates by his side, as well as our original slow it, pound it down offense with Embiid, and having Maxey just running around scoring points at will. Opposing teams are going to have nightmares facing us during the regular season with all of these weapons and options. And barring injury, we might be able to win upwards of 57 games. Like, I really do believe that this actual regular season will be fun. Like, you will enjoy it as a fan. But like I said, nothing has changed in terms of playoff personnel, and that might be a problem. So what do y'all think? Was Harrell a good signing? I think so, but it definitely isn't going to help us in the playoffs. What do you think about the offseason as a whole? Did we get better? Did we get worse? How many games can we win? You tell me. I want to thank everybody for pulling up and listening to A Brother Think. Like, comment, share, subscribe with a Sixers fiend if you feel so inclined. As always, them boys are mad because the process worked. My name is Cain, and I will see you next time. Peace.